Eat garlic, but avoid these 6 blunders at all costs. They may be lethal. Hi there, buddies. This movie has the potential to literally save your life, which is why I'm so happy you're here today. Garlic has long been hailed as the most potent natural remedy in the world. But what if I told you that just 6 little mistakes could make this amazing light bulb in your kitchen right now deadly? A startling 99% of seniors are using garlic incorrectly, according to recent studies. Errors that might eliminate every advantage you believed you were receiving, thin your blood to potentially fatal levels, or raise your liver stress by 47%. According to one study, the effectiveness of a heart medicine was lowered by an astounding 51% due to only one of these errors. It's not a myth, it's science. Big Pharma doesn't want you to know that garlic can take the place of several medications when taken as directed. However, if taken improperly, it could be fatal. We're revealing 6 startling garlic errors in this video that nobody discusses but that all seniors should be aware of. You'll want to stay for the first mistake, I promise. It's the most frequent and deadly mistake you can make. Let's get started. It could mean the difference between your life and your health. Section 1. You must avoid these 6 deadly garlic mistakes, starting with mistake. Number 1. Inappropriate garlic storage. Now, let's move on to our first error, which is among the least frequent but can be the most harmful. When I say inappropriate garlic storage, I mean keeping chopped garlic at room temperature in oil. Making your own garlic-infused oil may seem like a time saver. However, if you soak fresh garlic in oil and keep it on your counter, you're giving the deadly botulism-causing bacterium, Clostridium bacillinum, the ideal environment. Like oil-coated garlic, this anaerobic bacterium grows best in an oxygen-free environment. According to a study that looked at foodborne botulism cases connected to these handmade preparations and was published in the Journal of Food Protection, storing them at room temperature for just 48 hours enhanced the production of toxins by 400%. The part that's scary? Bacillinum toxin has no flavor or smell. The symptoms, which might begin with dry mouth and hazy vision and gradually progress to paralysis affecting your entire body, won't be noticeable until they start. It can result in respiratory failure and death if medical attention is delayed. What is the easy fix then? You must use the garlic-infused oil within a week of making it and preserve it in the refrigerator. Better still, whenever you need it, prepare a tiny, fresh batch. Try this instead for maximum flavor and safety. After roasting whole garlic cloves in olive oil, promptly place them in the refrigerator. The chilly temperature keeps it safe while the heat destroys any microorganisms that may be present. Don't allow a minor convenience to become a potentially fatal error. Error number 2, mixing garlic with diabetes drugs. As we proceed up our risk scale, we come upon an error that impacts millions of diabetics globally. Garlic has substances that naturally lower blood sugar, which may seem good, but when taken with diabetic drugs, it can be fatal. Type 2 diabetics who routinely took garlic supplements in addition to their prescribed drugs were the subject of a study conducted by the National Institute of Diabetes. According to the study, a startling 31% of participants had hypoglycemic episodes in which their blood sugar fell dangerously low. 9 individuals even needed to be admitted to the hospital in an emergency. Garlic's main ingredient, allicin, improves your cell's ability to absorb glucose and raises insulin sensitivity. Adding a lot of garlic to your diet while you're already taking insulin or metformin can have a cumulative effect. Rapid drops in blood sugar might result in disorientation, convulsions, or unconsciousness. The good news is that being cautious and wise is the answer rather than completely avoiding garlic. Garlic should be eaten with meals rather than on an empty stomach if you have diabetes. This avoids a sharp drop in blood sugar by slowing absorption. Start with a tiny quantity, perhaps just 1 clove each day, and keep a careful eye on your blood sugar levels for 2 weeks. Above all, never keep your doctor in the dark about your garlic intake. To keep you safe, they might have to change the dosage of your prescription. Keep in mind that garlic may be a very helpful ally in your path to better health, but it's important to utilize it properly and in consultation with your healthcare provider. Error number 3, consuming raw garlic on an empty stomach. This error has caused innumerable people to visit the emergency department in agonizing anguish. It can be disastrous for anyone who already has digestive problems such as gastritis, ulcers, or inflammatory bowel disorders to eat raw garlic on an empty stomach. Garlic's strong sulfur components, which give it its therapeutic properties, can cause severe irritation to injured digestive tissues. Sioux National University's gastroenterology study tracked 89 people who ate raw garlic and had proven stomach ulcers. Of that group, 18% needed blood transfusions, and a startling 42% had serious bleeding episodes. The mechanism's simplicity is brutal. Allicin and other sulfur compounds irritate your stomach's protecting mucus barrier while also significantly increasing the production of stomach acid. One Miami doctor recounted a patient who, in order to boost their immune system, consumed 3 raw garlic cloves each morning. She was unaware that her ulcers were getting worse. She had a sharp pain one morning and then vomited blood. Her ulcer was practically burned through by the garlic, resulting in a perforation that needed immediate surgery. The stomach is not the only organ affected by this inflammatory reaction. Individuals who have ulcerative colitis or Crohn's disease are at comparable risk. Inflammatory cascades triggered by raw garlic can result in severe flare-ups that linger for weeks. In one recorded instance, a 34-year-old man began a raw garlic regimen after his Crohn's illness had been in remission for 2 years. He was admitted to the hospital within 5 days due to intestinal hemorrhage. Careful adjustment, not eradication, is the answer. Never eat raw garlic on an empty stomach if you have a digestive disorder. Always consume it with food, ideally anything alkaline that can help balance the acid, such as yogurt or milk. It is preferable to lightly heat your garlic, which retains the majority of its health advantages while reducing unpleasant chemicals by 60%. As a milder substitute, you might also think about using aged garlic extract. The harsh sulfur compounds change into a softer form as it ages. Research indicates that it offers cardiovascular advantages without causing gastrointestinal distress. The fourth error was eating garlic prior to surgery. The situation becomes truly life-threatening at this point. Consuming garlic prior to surgery can result in uncontrollable bleeding because it is a potent natural blood thinner. Most individuals are unaware that something as simple as garlic bread might cause a medical emergency out of a regular operation. The New England Journal of Medicine conducted a thorough review that examined thousands of surgical instances in which patients suffered from excessive bleeding. According to the study, eating garlic the week before surgery was directly responsible for 8.7% of those cases. Bleeding periods were up to 250% longer for patients who ate more than 2 cloves each day. The interaction with other factors is where the true danger is. When garlic is taken with aspirin, fish oil, or vitamin E, the anticoagulant effects can increase dramatically. In one recorded instance, a patient who took all 4 drugs almost died from bleeding during a straightforward dental procedure. A straightforward tooth extraction resulted in bleeding that the oral surgeon was unable to halt. The procedure is unambiguous and non-negotiable. At least 10 days before to any planned surgery, cease all garlic consumption, including supplements and meals high in garlic. This covers biopsies, dental work, and even colonoscopies. No matter how simple the technique looks, you have to tell all of your medical professionals about your garlic consumption. Tell the medical team right away if you're having emergency surgery about the garlic you recently consumed so they can get clotting factors and blood products ready. It is not worth taking this chance. It's a simple guideline that could literally save your life. Mistake number 5, eating abundant amounts of raw garlic. This is a startling error that leads to thousands of ER visits, but it goes mostly undetected. Eating whole garlic bulbs raw has become popular as a wellness trend for immune-boosting or detoxifying purposes. However, it can lead to serious chemical burns, a dangerous blood condition, and even organ damage. In just 2 years, Stanford University Medical Center recorded 67 cases of garlic toxicity. Because they felt that more is better, patients usually ate 15 to 30 raw cloves every day. The results were disastrous. 11 individuals experienced a severe form of anemia that necessitated blood transfusions, and 23 patients experienced chemical burns in their esophagus that required endoscopic intervention. The chemistry is quite basic. When used in large quantities, allicin becomes a potent oxidizing agent. Your red blood cells are literally destroyed by oxidative damage. Garlic can cause hemolysis within 72 hours of overindulging, according to one hematologist. Patients enter with dangerously low hemoglobin levels, extreme exhaustion, and black urine. Numerous studies have shown that individuals can safely consume up to 4 cloves of raw garlic per day, provided that they are spread out with meals throughout the day. Actually, simply 1 or 2 cloves every day is the therapeutic dosage that offers advantages without risks. Anything over this significantly raises the risks while providing no extra advantages. Therefore, avoid falling for the notion that more is better. Be mindful of the power of garlic and use it sparingly. Error number 6. Combining blood thinners with garlic. This has resulted in deadly bleeding episodes and is the most dangerous mistake you will ever make. It can be fatal to combine medicinal doses of garlic with blood-thinning or anticoagulant medications such as warfarin, clopidogrel, or more recent ones like apixaban. There are many recorded deaths from this interaction in the medical literature. A meta-analysis of significant bleeding episodes in individuals using anticoagulants and garlic was reported in the American Journal of Hematology. According to the study, 34% of the 71 instances that resulted in cerebral bleeding died. These are not only figures, these tragedies are avoidable. The combination is surprising and synergistic. The blood-thinning effect is not the only benefit of garlic. Through a variety of methods, it actually intensifies the medication, causing your blood to thin more than it should. Even seemingly innocuous quantities can be harmful. According to a Toronto case report, a woman using blood thinners experienced irreversible blindness in one eye after consuming garlic bread at a restaurant. The most frightening aspect is that bleeding can happen anywhere in your body, including your joints, muscles, stomach, and brain. The non-negotiable rule. Garlic is definitely prohibited in therapeutic levels if you are on any blood-thinning medications. This covers concentrated preparations, raw garlic, and supplements. In cooking, little amounts are usually safe. Even yet, consistency is crucial. Garlic-heavy meals should not be consumed occasionally since abrupt shifts can impact drug metabolism. Being completely open and honest with your healthcare staff is the only safe course of action. You must regularly check your clotting parameters with your doctor if you wish to get the benefits of garlic while taking anticoagulants. For most people, though, this is not a risk worth taking and necessitates medical care. For a product that has so many other harmless uses, your life and health are too valuable to risk. Never put imagined health benefits ahead of safety. Part 2. The best way to use garlic for maximum benefits. You may be wondering if using garlic is really worth the risk after reading about these harmful errors. When used appropriately, the response is a resounding yes. An ideal protocol that eliminates risks and increases benefits has been discovered by science. Being well prepared is crucial. Allicin is the main medicinal chemical that is produced when garlic is crushed or chopped by an enzyme called allinase. This is the important detail that most people overlook. Before preparing or eating, the crushed garlic must sit for precisely 10 minutes. According to Penn State research, this waiting period results in an astounding 1/900% rise in allicin development. Raw garlic has the highest allicin content and is the sweet spot for cooking, but as we've seen, it can also be harsh. The ideal temperature range is between 140 degrees Celsius and 60 degrees Celsius for no more than 15 minutes. At this temperature, the stomach discomfort is removed while 82% of the allicin is preserved. According to a study involving more than 3,700 participants, this approach had no known negative effects while offering the same cardiovascular advantages as raw garlic. When and how to eat it. Garlic should be eaten with your largest meal of the day, preferably one that has healthy fats such as avocado or olive oil. This is due to the fact that the health benefits of garlic are fat-soluble and absorb more readily when combined with dietary fat, which increases their efficacy by 45%. Just one large clove of fresh garlic per day is the ideal daily dosage, the proven therapeutic quantity that offers advantages without dangers. Without getting close to dangerous levels, this quantity is sufficient to dramatically lower cholesterol and blood pressure. An ideal recipe to try. After crushing one clove, leave it for 10 minutes. Add a pinch of sea salt and stir it into a tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil. Cover whole grain bread with this mixture and reheat slowly. Olive oil protects the lining of your stomach and improves the absorption of garlic. Great substitutes. Aged garlic extract is a great substitute if you can't handle real garlic. Aging transforms harsh substances into softer derivatives that offer advantages without any negative effects. Alternatively, try fermented black garlic, which increases antioxidant levels and gives you a flavor similar to sweet molasses. Keep in mind that although garlic is a potent remedy, its effects might vary depending on how it is used, just like any other medication. Garlic continues to be one of nature's most nourishing foods when utilized properly. Start out carefully, honor its strength, and keep your unique health situation in mind at all times. That concludes it, along with the It's Better Health pledge. With this newfound understanding, you can change the way you use garlic from a possible hazard to a genuine health ally. We have discussed the 6 risky errors to steer clear of, ranging from incorrect storage to the crucial interaction with blood thinners. And we've demonstrated for you how to cook and eat garlic in a safe, scientific manner to maximize its heart, digestion, and general health advantages. It's not about fear, remember? Empowerment is the key. It's about realizing that every little decision you make has a significant effect on your life and health. Improving one's health doesn't have to be difficult. Sometimes a small adjustment in the kitchen is the first step. It's your turn to make the commitment. We'd like to hear from you now. Have you ever erred in any of these ways? Do you have a garlic routine that you find effective? Please leave a remark below with your thoughts and experiences. Hearing them would be wonderful. Make sure to click the like button if you thought this information was helpful. More people who require this information can be reached by the channel thanks to it. To ensure you don't miss any upcoming videos, remember to subscribe and activate the notification bell. Because we at It's Better Health think that you can choose to feel your best every single day. I appreciate you viewing, and I hope to see you in the next one.